Ever found yourself staring at your crypto portfolio on Wealthsimple, a mix of excitement from those sweet gains and a looming dread about tax season? You're not alone. The world of cryptocurrency is exhilarating, full of innovation and opportunity, but it also comes with its own unique set of responsibilities, especially when it comes to taxes. For many, the idea of reporting crypto gains feels like navigating a dense, uncharted jungle. You might be wondering, do I really have to report every single trade? What exactly constitutes a gain? And how in the world do I even begin to put all this information into my tax return, especially if I'm using a platform like Wealthsimple? Well, take a deep breath. This isn't as complicated as it might seem, especially with the tools and resources available through Wealthsimple itself. We're going to break down everything you need to know about filing your crypto gains in Wealthsimple, simplifying what often feels like a daunting task. Whether you're a seasoned crypto trader or just dipped your toes in the water, understanding these tax implications is crucial for staying compliant and, frankly, for your financial peace of mind. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, it's important to set some context. In Canada, where Wealthsimple operates, the Canada Revenue Agency, or CRA, views cryptocurrency as a commodity. This means that when you sell, trade, or otherwise dispose of your crypto, any profits you make are generally considered capital gains. This is similar to how profits from selling stocks are treated. The key phrase here is disposition. It's not just about converting crypto back to Canadian dollars. Swapping one cryptocurrency for another, using crypto to buy goods or services, or even gifting crypto to someone else can be considered a taxable event. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Only 50% of your capital gains are actually taxable. So, if you make a $1,000 profit from selling Bitcoin, only $500 of that profit will be added to your taxable income. This is a significant detail and one that many people overlook. However, it's also important to distinguish between capital gains and business income. If you're frequently trading crypto, engaging in large-scale mining, or offering staking as a service, the CRA might view your activities as a business, in which case 100% of your gains would be taxed as business income. For the vast majority of Wealthsimple users, who are primarily buying and selling for investment purposes, will be focusing on capital gains. So, how do you actually go about reporting these gains when you're using Wealthsimple? Wealthsimple, recognizing the complexity of crypto taxes, has made efforts to streamline this process for its users. One of the most helpful features they offer is the Realized Gains and Losses report for your crypto account. This document is a goldmine of information, breaking down your adjusted cost base, which is essentially what you paid for your crypto, including any commissions or fees, and your proceeds of disposition, which is what you received when you sold or traded it. To access this report, you'll want to log into your Wealthsimple account, either through the mobile app or on the web. On the mobile app, you tap on your profile icon, then Settings, then select your crypto account, and finally, look for Tax Documents. On the web, it's usually under your profile, then Documents, where you can filter by your crypto account and select Crypto Realized Gain Loss Report. This report is crucial because it consolidates all the information you need to accurately report your gains or losses. Now, here's a critical point. While Wealthsimple provides these helpful reports, there isn't an official tax slip specifically for cryptocurrency, like AT5008 you might receive for traditional stock trades. This means you have a bit more responsibility to double-check the numbers and ensure everything is accurate before filing. Think of Wealthsimple's report as a detailed summary to assist you, not a direct tax slip to simply plug in. Once you have your Realized Gains and Losses report, how do you input this into your tax return? If you're using Wealthsimple Tax to file your taxes, which is a fantastic and often free option, they've made the integration incredibly smooth. You can actually import your Realized Gains and Losses report directly into Wealthsimple Tax. This significantly reduces the manual entry and the chances of making errors. If you're using different tax software or filing manually, you'll typically need to report your crypto capital gains on Schedule 3, capital gains, or losses, of your T1 income tax and benefit return. Within Schedule 3, there's a section specifically for bonds, debentures, promissory notes, crypto assets, and other similar properties. Here, you'll enter your total proceeds of disposition and your total adjusted cost base for your crypto transactions. Remember, the CRA only requires your total adjusted cost base and total gain or loss by type of investment, not every single individual disposition. However, it's always wise to keep detailed records of all your transactions in case the CRA requests an itemized list for verification. Beyond the realized gains and losses report, Wealthsimple also offers a crypto transaction summary in CSV format. This is a highly detailed document listing every single crypto transaction you've made, buys, sells, swaps, transfers, with timestamps and Canadian dollar values. This CSV can be incredibly useful for record keeping, especially if you want to use a dedicated crypto tax software to calculate your gains and losses. Speaking of crypto tax software, these platforms are becoming increasingly popular for simplifying the entire process. Tools like Coinly, CoinLedger, and Crypto Tax Calculator can integrate directly with your Wealthsimple account, often by importing your transaction history via a CSV file or, in some cases, through an API key. These software solutions are designed to calculate your capital gains and losses automatically, considering the adjusted cost base method, which is required by the CRA for crypto, and even generating pre-filled Schedule 3 forms or comprehensive tax reports that you can then use with your preferred tax filing software. If you've traded crypto across multiple platforms or wallets, using a dedicated crypto tax software is almost essential to accurately track all your transactions and avoid missing anything. Now, let's talk about some specific scenarios and nuances you might encounter. Crypto-to-crypto trades. This is a common point of confusion. If you trade Bitcoin for Ethereum, for example, that's considered a taxable event. The CRA treats it as if you sold your Bitcoin for its fair market value in Canadian dollars at the time of the swap, and then immediately used those Canadian dollars to buy the Ethereum. The gain or loss on the Bitcoin disposition needs to be reported. Staking rewards and airdrops. If you're staking crypto on Wealthsimple or receiving airdrops, these can also have tax implications. Generally, if you receive crypto as a reward for staking or through an airdrop, the fair market value of that crypto at the time you receive it is considered income. Later, when you sell or dispose of that staked or airdropped crypto, any further gains or losses would be treated as capital gains or losses. Wealthsimple's reports should capture these events, but it's important to understand why they're appearing on your reports. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.